The Mondraker Factor R is unboxed and ready to go. Everything is super stock the way it came out of the box. All I did was put some Crank Brothers, you know, the El Cheapo beaters on there, just because I've been running the Thai ones for a long time and wanted to try out the El Cheapo ones to see how it goes. So we're at Irwin Park today, just gonna get some laps in and go ride, tell you about how the bike rides for the first time. We are in Texas, so it's a little bit more flat, but Irwin Park is tight, twisty, and it's got some technical bits. So I think it'll be a good time for you guys. Not too much riding footage, and when I can, I'll commentate because I know you guys enjoy that. Thanks for tuning in to Seat Time, and we'll see how this goes. Well, all right, now let's ride for a little bit. Okay, we're out in the open, so I can pant for you guys a little bit. Initial reactions, if you notice, I dropped in from the top parking lot there, and with that comes kind of one of the tight little twisty sections right off the bat. This bike is twitchy. Obviously short stem. You know, you'd kind of think that it wouldn't be twitchy just because of the fact that it's got the forward geometry, a smaller stem, and all that kinds of stuff. But it could be because of the bike that I'm coming off of. Haven't had a chance to get used to it yet. So just a quick initial reaction. I am on a medium as well, but I'm about 5'11", 6 foot. So I could be on a bike that's a little small for me. But that's, you know, it's all about the reach and everything. And they were saying, hey, this should work. It's a test rig. Let's see what happens. And I said, let's do it. So here we are. Tried to blow that turn. I don't know about you guys, but riding with this thing in my mouth, a little tough. It's getting a little technical here. I want to turn back around so you guys can see the trail as I try to breathe. Technically the trailhead where you would enter and in, but there's a couple different entry points around the property by different parking lots and stuff, so I've still got a handful of miles more to go before I get back to the top parking lot. Bike's riding good. I don't know about the rider. Guess we'll see. I want to say that the 105 PSI in the front and the 130 in the rear a little too stiff. I don't feel like I'm getting much dampening, if you will, suspension. So obviously got to play with that on another ride and see. But just a heads up from there. After that, we'll keep riding, keep having fun. This is where you're gonna hear me pant like a very out of shape person. First ride on the Mondraker Factor R is done. Lots of thoughts. I think I'm gonna sit down at the Sprinter and kind of go through them for a little bit. But before I go tell you guys any of that, I just wanted to say, if this is your first time finding seat time, definitely give us a subscribe so you can come back. Going into 2018, we'll be doing a lot more mountain bike stuff. So obviously we have our off-road podcast you can find on iTunes. Just search for Seat Time. We've got all of our videos here on YouTube. We do photo epics on the site, and we work with guys like Dirt Buzz and Ride X365 to put out content. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed our first ride on the Mondraker. I drank some water, compel my thoughts a little bit, break them down for you guys. All right, so here we are back at the Sprinter. I've had a chance to kind of compile my thoughts. Let's just get right to it about the forward geometry. I'm 5'11", 6 foot, kind of right in that range. This is a medium because at the beginning, or at the end of this year, at the end of 2017, that's all they had. So, you know, if you look on their site, I should be riding a large compared to their numbers, but because of the fact of what the numbers really are here, when I ride this bike, I don't feel cramped. Now, I did talk a little bit about the bike being twitchy in the woods, and one of the other things that I noticed is that I wanted my butt further back. Kind of like back in the whole, like, why would you use a layback seat post kind of days, you know, 5-10 years ago. And I feel like that's because the way this bike is designed, I need to have my weight further back and I need to have a longer front triangle. So I think a large would be more beneficial for me opposed to using a medium. Now granted, I'm going to keep riding the bike, going to keep figuring things out, changing things, playing around with pressure on the suspension. I'm probably going to do some new tires, things like that. To give you guys a better thought on forward geometry, and hopefully sometime once the snow melts in Colorado, I can make it out to Carve and ride with my buddy Austin there to get a better idea of how I would feel on a large. So that's quick thoughts there. Obviously 9 miles at Irwin Park is not going to give me a chance to give you huge thoughts on the bike, but those are quick thoughts as it is. Now granted, it has SRAM NX componentry, Shimano brakes, you can see RockShox fork, and the Monarch rear shock, like those all work as expected. I think the biggest thing is a little bit more pad wear in on the brakes, same with the suspension. Gotta play with the air volume. So I did 105 and 130. I feel like I've got to keep playing around with that. Now I am 185 in the nude, if you will. It is right after Thanksgiving currently, so I could be a tad bit heavier, but I guess we'll kind of play around with that. Now for the tires, I definitely want to get something that's going to work better. I don't know if you noticed that at Irwin at least, it's super hard pack, almost blue groove kind of stuff. It's just so dry and nasty around here. It sucks. These may work better in a little bit rockier, nastier terrain. Who knows? Hopefully I can get there. I want to get up to Northwest Arkansas and get this bike into a little bit more of a proper area for the 5 inches of travel that this thing has to ride around the world with. So we're going to see how that's going to happen. So tell me what you guys thought. Ask any questions that you have. Put them in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, please smash the like button. And yeah, just pay attention to Seat Time, and hopefully you guys enjoy a pint full of awesome, and we'll see you on the internet. Is this my bad side?